Come on, there we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Supermarket Simulator. Saw something weird in my microphone. I'm like, what in the world is going on? It was just obstacle illusion, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, we are back. Let's go ahead and open up, and then I'll explain what exactly is going on here. So this thing is not worth it at all. Not even close. I would rather have the bicycle. Why? Well, the bicycle holds one thing. This thing holds one thing. It's stupid. It is fucking. It's stupid. Look, like, so these boxes here. Like, if you buy something like this, it will shrink down, and it looks like it will hold two, but it won't because it's stupid. And then these boxes here that are already small, they get bigger when you put them in there. I am not shitting you. Hold on. Open that thing up. Watch. Let's take one that we have a bunch of. Alright, so this one here shrinks. You see it shrink down. Now, you could obviously push this thing down and get another box in there. You should be able to fit two boxes of this in there, but it shrinks, right? Okay, now, hold on. Put that away and grab the smaller box of salt. Boom! Look how big that thing is. Oh my god. Anyway, Devs, you have to give me a call. I'm telling you what, my email is hooked to my video, my YouTube. Freaking get in touch with me so I can tell you what needs to be done. But anyway, this thing is not worth it because it only holds one thing, and it takes gasoline. So you see on the right hand corner there, you have the speedometer, but you also have a gas meter. So you have to buy gas. The bicycle, you do not. So why would you upgrade to this? You know what I mean? I thought that it would hold more than one, right? Because it is an upgrade. It's not that great of an upgrade. You know, you have to really get used to it before you can do anything. Now, with the point of buying the wholesale, going around and buying the wholesale stuff, yes, you are making more money off of it, but is it worth it? No, it's not, because you're only getting one box at a time. Now, if that's your goal, that's good. You can get one box, you know, or kind of like this, you know, you open up and, you know, while things are selling, you can run down and grab something like the potatoes. Let's go grab a box of potatoes real quick. Now, when you get to the point where your store is kind of running by itself, you don't need to be there, except for certain little things. You know, then you need to be there. Where in the hell's the potatoes? Potatoes! Potatoes! There you are. Okay. There we go. You can run off and grab what you need. Luckily, you can run. You know, the cars don't hurt you. But if you're on a vehicle, they do hurt. By the way, just so you know, they will. There is collision when you're on a vehicle. Oh, okay. And the good thing is you can bring your stuff out and just put it here. They will get to it eventually. Or put it down on the floor inside. It doesn't really matter either way. They will get to it eventually, which is good. So what you want to be looking for is the things like this here. This is getting ready to go out any second. So I want to go ahead and order this up by hand, done. Or I could do one. Let's do one case. You know, all right, and then. What I would want to do is run down here, and in the perfect world, I would go to the wholesale order and order, you know, 2-3 more cases and run them back. But I don't have a place to put them. I can't carry all of them at the same freaking time. Where's the milk? Milk! Yeah, some of the stuff they have in refrigeration, others they do not. So you got to kind of look around. I know that yogurt's over here. I did see that yesterday. Or when I was running around collecting stuff and buying stuff and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, milk. Where the hell's the milk? Pizza. Milk. Come on. Okay. Alright, so this is also where it's going to be a major pain because you have to look at every little item. Oh God, I got a wholesale offer. Okay, what do I got today? We'll sell 4 boxes of soda, 55. Yes, I'll accept that. Cool. Alright, let's run back. The milk should have been in that store down there. But yeah, you waste a lot of time just looking around for stuff. And by the time... Oh, now it has a headlight. It didn't have one when I was on it before. You wasted a lot of time doing all this. You know, running down, looking at stuff. See, we almost ran out of cheese. So the optimal time to do this, to run down and look for stuff, is obviously when the store is closed. Alright, dude, you're in my freaking way, man. Alright, we'll order 2 of those. 2 of those. I probably have to order up some more of this stuff. Let's order 3 of those. I think I already have them in the back, actually. But they're not doing what they need to do again. Okay. Chicken. Let's order 2 chicken. It's $8.43. I should have fries in the back as well. Everything else is good enough. Yeah. We can wait until after we close to kind of look and see. Yeah, that there. Alright, so let's go ahead and close it up. Boom. Alright, so yeah, to recap, not worth it. I would not ever again pay to upgrade to this thing. This is a piece of crap. Matter of fact, I am seriously thinking about selling this and going back to the bicycle. Because the bicycle is much better. Much easier to handle. It's not quite as quick, but you're not crashing all over the place. And you can carry one thing, which is all you really need. So when you're going down distance, you know, it's better than running. And it's better than that piece of crap right there. So, alright, so we got 3,200. I actually am going to sell that. I don't even care. Approve. $2,000. Okay, so it's half of what you pay for it. I'm going to purchase the bike. And then we will strive for this one. If I'm going to pay... and it better hold more than one. If it doesn't hold more than one, I am going to flip out. Let me tell you. Alright, still got customers in here. Let's go ahead and get this thing going. So, luckily, you know what? I'm fairly sure I didn't order any of these, but yeah, we bought 4 of them through the wholesale thing. So, that's decent. Go ahead and close the box and put that down right there. There we go. Yeah, there's the other Sprite, or Sprite type things there. Let's grab this. This one has been filled. Alright. I have no idea whether or not this is already back here. That's one of the major flaws of the system. Because now you can't tell. I would have to assume, since this is not filled up all the way, that there is none back here. But that's only an assumption, you know, because we know that they have not filled it in the past. So, yeah, if I want to grab this, let me put this down here, and then take a quick glance around. I don't see any. But these here, these expensive ones here, that would absolutely be worth it to run down and grab some. If you see it, you're getting low on it, go ahead and run down to the wholesale thing and grab some boxes because it's so expensive. All the expensive stuff, it's very, very much worth running down to get some. I'm not seeing any right offhand on that, so I'm going to have to assume that we don't have it. What is that? That is the other thing. So yeah, I would have to assume that we don't have it. The Sprite, or Sprite type, Sprite-esque, I think we can only get one of those per shelf, but we'll find out here shortly. Nope, two. Good. All right. And nope. This is the open one. Put that there. Grab that one. This is the fourth one. We'll go ahead and put that stuff in there. I did rearrange in here a little bit. As you can see, like the produce is together now. This is not all of the produce, by the way. So yeah, that's going to be a thing. Keeping up with all this stuff is not going to be fun. Not even in the slightest of fashions. It will not be fun at all. Alright, milk. That's done. So, like I said, I have to assume, since some fit out there, I got to. There's no way I can look through all this stuff. What is this? This is the apple juice. I am fairly sure I saw him filling the apple juice. Yes. Okay. So now I got to figure out where it is out here. Let's see. That's pizza. I don't see any. I think it's only going to hold 2 at a time anyway, so it doesn't necessarily matter if I have more than 2. Products must be the same. Didn't I put it on the thing? Here. Huh? Milk. No, that was apple. Where's the milk? Okay. Let me take a glance. I only have the one, so now I got to put more into it. No, this, yeah, only one will fit there. Let me take a, okay, there's that, and that is full. So, I'm not seeing any other apple juice in here, which is good. Yeah. Yep. Alright, so take that off. Alright, so that is done. Let's go ahead and end the day. They're just doing the backroom stuff, and they can do that without, I don't have to worry about them. Alright, so we made $1,700 today, so not bad. Alright, only one price change. Okay, and where you at? There you are, $2.86. Go with $3. I'm gonna keep bumping it up for now. Like I said, it's better. Bills. It's better to order it via your tablet. for quick orders. Yeah, if you need something quick, then yeah, it's always best to order it with your tablet, get it in here, and all like that. And then you can take the time to run down and get stuff. Say like this one here. This would be the cleaning, the janitorial supply shop. Grab your bike. Yeah, I mean, it's slower, but it's much easier. Oh, God. It's much easier to handle. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and most of this stuff I probably won't use it anyway because it doesn't do me any good. I can carry one thing in my hands. There we go. Clean dish. Oh, yeah, look at that savings. Or I can carry it on here and just pedal my ass back. Yeah, it's not saving me all that much more time, is what I'm saying. It's not, you know. I probably should have just saved my money and ran everywhere. But if I need the bike, I have it. So that's good. All right, now, what I would do is, let's put this up here. Nice, I got 2 extra. So we're going to put that here. And it looks like I can get 1 more box, so let's go get another box. Now, I would have to argue that this is faster, because I don't have to swerve in and out of traffic, or turn, or worry about turning radius, and all that kind of crap. Yeah, this is much faster than both the bike and the moped. So, and this is where it becomes worth it to put your stuff up, you know, and go down there. So I have that on the shelf. I'm not open yet, you know, so why not run down there and grab 1 or 2 things, and then we're good, you know. So anyway, I'm wasting time now. I'm just wasting time. Let me go ahead and pause this, and we'll get all stocked up, and then we'll figure out where we're heading from that direction. All right, be right back. Okay, guys, we are back. We did a lot. We did a whole lot of stuff, and you might be going, oh, Madman, what have you done now? Well, a lot, I said. Daggone it. Anyway, nothing out here. We pretty much stocked it up. I ordered a whole bunch of stuff for it. So, yeah, this is just a regular order. I didn't run down because that would have been, yeah, way too much. I just don't have the time for it right now. You know what I mean? So I got other stuff IRL that I have to get done. So I will get the important stuff like this. I ran down and grabbed a bunch of cases for this because it's expensive. Same with this. It's not as expensive, but, you know, I did buy a bunch of, couple cases of that for the back room. And I'll do the same for these here. So, yeah, anytime that I need any of this stuff, I'll run over to the meat market over there and grab that. Couple other things. I can't remember exactly what right now. But I ran and got what I needed for it. The rest of it, I just ordered it for now. And I ordered a bunch because, yeah. Here we go. I changed the back room. Look at this. Look at how much stuff we can fit in here now. So, yeah, I changed this up, and I got some more stuff. The good news is that I can now hire another stocker here if I so choose so. So, yeah, I'm going to wait a couple of rounds to see what's going on. I also chose to remove, for them not to remove any labels in here. So, like when I set this up here, hopefully I ordered more of them. When I set this up, I want these to stay exactly the way they are, you know. So, and everything else. So if they take the last thing off of here, let's say that off, they will no longer take that off, and that will be a permanent spot for that. So when I have the time and I start going through and reorganizing, they're not going to touch it. So that's good news. Good news on that. See, now I can see the benefit of keeping the labels, because it goes back to the same spot each and every time. That's what we want. I also noticed that they added some stuff in here. Working on use unlabeled racks. Use only labeled racks. Okay. Well, I want them using all racks, so, if it doesn't have a spot already, then, yeah. Pick up box from ground, that's a good thing. They also added drop empty box. Throw the empty boxes on the floor in the trash. So they could either drop it, or I haven't seen them drop any empty boxes. So I'm not sure about that. But anyway, if I see them doing that, I'll, turn it on. Or maybe I have these backwards. I have no idea. Remove label from rack after the box is removed from the last box. I don't know. I really don't know. Restock from vehicles. They now, like, I can pull up here with my single box and park it, and they will grab it out of there when they get the time to do it. So, cool stuff. Yeah, so, yeah, this kind of opens it up a little bit. I can put 2 racks here, but once I get the second rack in here, it's a tight squeeze in there. But I tried to get it to about the same distance. I see I'm off a little bit, but, it gives plenty of room to come in here and look around and see what we have, what we don't have, which I'll leave it up to them on a lot of this stuff. But, yeah, I would say after another 2 French fries. I know I got French fries. Can't tell you where they're at right now because that was before I changed all this up. Moved it around. But I know I had them. I thought I bought... There it is. Okay, yeah. How many? There's only 5 left. Wow. Alright, let's run down and grab some French fries. Throw in there. People are ordering or buying French fries like crazy right now, so why not? I only have 5 in the box. And even if I have them someplace else, which I think I do, because I'm fairly sure I bought 2 French fries. Maybe. Oh, yeah, right here. Okay. We'll have to double check that when we get back. It's not a big deal. Holy crap! Ah! See, when you're running, you can go right through vehicles. When you're riding, you cannot. Oh, God. Okay. Trying to look at the time and damn near got ran over. Alright, so French fries is here. No, there. So we have 17 fries. Let me see. We have 48 total. Which, that makes sense, because I think that's, what, 12? Yeah, 12, 24, 36. No, we have another box somewhere. Where are you at? Frenchy Fry. They might have took it out already. Like I said, if they have it in their hand, it doesn't even register that you actually have them in stock, which is kind of dumb. But I can see the logic, but it's a stupid logic. No. Okay. Yeah, no. I'm right. 12. Let's grab these 5 out of here. Boom. Oh, God. Ah! Yeah. All right. There we go. All right. So, customer's waiting. Okay, so everything else I'm going to have to help them with. It is 9 o'clock. We can go ahead and shut down. I want some of these customers coming in here, though. Let's see. Did they put these up yet? Yes, they did. So now I got to try to figure out where they're at back there, which that's more of a pain than anything else. We got these. These are easy because they're all in the same area. So it's not a whole lot of looking around because I know it's right there. So that's what I'm going to have to do with the rest of the warehouse. I'm going to have to make it so it's easy to find where this stuff is. There it is. I knew I saw carrots back here somewhere. Yeah, that's how I ordered it, actually. But yeah, like, I'll know. Wrong one. I'll know, you know, like, let's say that first shelf there is here. You know, starting here. So, and yeah, so that'll work out. I'll kind of move stuff around when off camera, you know, when I'm not recording. And yeah, then it'll be much easier to go through and say, oh, okay, I know exactly where that is because it's organization. You know, if you don't have organization, you don't have a lot. All right, let's see. Anybody else coming in? Looks good. All right, close that bad boy up, and let's get some more stuff in here. Tomatoes. Customer waiting for help. All right. I think this is artichoke. Sounds like a good thing. Give me that. And this is zucchini. Get in there. Say open. I say get your butt on the shelf. Woohoo! That lady just walked right through me. It was an exhilarating experience. Alright, and looks like I got to order more watermelon. I want to get that all done. Alright, so eggs. Let me see if any of those eggs are back here. Now, I don't know where they're going with some of the stuff. What is that? That's toilet paper. Okay, I'm going to have to order more toilet paper. You know, like before it was this shelf here, they would fill that one first. So now I don't know where their go-to shelf is right now. All right, that's the bigger eggs. Plus, it's a small box. I should be looking for a small box. I don't see a small box, so that's the easiest way to do it, right? Why are you being stupid, man? I'm not stupid. Is that it? Ooh, that is it. All right, so yeah, I gotta get more butter too. But we have quite a bit of that back there. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these. That way I can end the day because, like I said, I do not want to find out what happens when you end the day when something's out here. It may be bad. I don't know. I've never tried it. So there. Ooh, I got a customer left in here. Man, you were shopping for a long time, weren't you there, lady? All right, now we got $6,500. Now, we're making good money right now. And I believe it's because of this. So, thank you very much to the gentleman that suggested it. Because, yeah, I mean, it does make sense. It really does. But the thing is, it doesn't make sense until you have the space to do it. And the money to do it. So, you know, like these here are now one box per one shelf back here. So I would have to make sure that we have space for them. Which doesn't look like I have. They must have bought bleach like crazy because I did have several boxes back there. I know because I ran down that way to get them. Looks like I want to take a run and grab some more stuff. Looks like we're getting a little low. I would love to. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'm going to take time to bump up these shelves a little bit and those back there a little bit. I'll just run around and, yeah, because I got nothing else to do right now. I finished my work today. Yay, I did it, like, quick. So, you know, that was good. So, I get to play a little bit longer, and since time doesn't move when you go forward like this, 62. All right, everybody's happy. I'm glad about that. We made $1,200 in profit. We did get a lot of supplies and stuff, so that is understandable. So let's start the next day. 3 more going down in price. Now I have to wonder if the lower of the pricing going down is because of the wholesale stuff. I mean, it doesn't really, because all right, let me try to explain. Previous cost on this was $2.28 on the pineapple. All right, so the pineapple here, I have 3 boxes of it that I bought at a 3 at what $2.28. So the current cost is $1.82. So the price. So I'm not going to lose money by lowering it, but I am going to lose a profit of what I had because it went down. Now, if that went up, then I would have 3 boxes that I bought at a lower price. It went up today, So let me get in here. 401, so 425. Let me go. I think all 3 things were going down. 1050. All right, and so yeah, if this had gone up in price, then I would buy. I would have the cases back here at the old price, lower price, and I would make more of a profit because the price went up. Now that the price is going down, I am actually losing money. 275. So yeah, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I get that I'm still making a profit on it, but I'm losing the money that I should have been making all along. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's kind of like the whole adage of if you're a cashier and you give too much money as change, no one is going to tell you that you screwed up and gave too much money. And unless, there's a few people out there that would. Don't get me wrong. I'm one of those people that, if I get extra money, and I notice it, because a lot of people don't even look. they don't look. They just automatically assume that you are getting what you're supposed to be getting. But the people that look, I would say, okay, let's say out of 100 people, right? I would say probably 5% of those people would actually tell the cashier, you gave me too much money. Here you go. It's a learning experience for the cashier. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't even pay attention, whatever. Thank you so much, blah, 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 blah. But if you give too little of a change, right? Too little. Now we're at 90%. 95% of those people, 95% of the 100, so 95 people would scream to all high heavens. You gave me too little change. You're trying to rip me off. Blah, 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 blah. They do that. If you don't agree, go work in retail. Go work as a cashier. You will find out quick how nasty people are. And it can be an honest mistake. It can be, I'm sorry. I thought I grabbed 5 or 2 5s or whatever, and I only grabbed 1. I'm sorry. Mistakes happen. If you're cordial about it, say, excuse me, I think you gave me the wrong change, and you have your hand, don't put it in your pocket and then come back later and go, you gave me the wrong change, because then you're lying ass, But if you stand there and, sorry, I think you gave me the wrong change, pay attention to what you're doing, for one thing. And then, they'll apologize and correct the situation at that moment right there. You don't have to sit there and scream your head off like some stupid Karen that needs to be smacked in the head with a... Never mind. Okay, so, anyway, that will be it for today. I'm going to go ahead and boost it up a little bit. Get some of the stuff that I need for back here. Run around and grab some stuff and fill this up back here. And yeah, we'll try to have a little bit of fun with this and make a little bit more money. Matter of fact, I think, now, here, the bad part is, you guys won't see this video until next Thursday. And by then, I'll already record the next two for the week after that. So it's not going to help me asking you to give me any insight. But I can anyway, because I can always fire somebody. Now, should I hire another dude, like so, to kind of handle this? And he's actually doing a good job. There's not too many times where I have to run over to help, you know, but there is a couple. So there might be more times that I'm not seeing, you know, that he's helping somebody here and they got a big order and people are waiting over here. So should I hire another dude, or should I hire another dude? You know, I think that the stalker is probably a better hire than him at this point. I don't need another one of her because she is amazing, and we're not big enough for more than one for her. So yeah, I think right now I'm going to hire another stalker. Management, hiring, and restocker. Boom. Let's go ahead and get a restocker, and they automatically choose what you have set up for the other stuff, so you don't have to worry about that. Cool. There we go. We got, yes, yeah, 3 of them bad boys. All right, so now we're doing something. Okay, so yep. Anyway, guys, until next time, pound that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe. And always remember to enjoy everything that you do. If you don't, no point in doing it. I'll see you on the flip side.